dream, as you said. It's just amazing because you were in 49ers camp, right?
Yes. Yep.
And played in some preseason games for them.
Yep.
But then you went into the academy after your dad. We should point out your dad is a police chief.
He's the captain.
The
up
captain.
there, yeah.
The captain in the Stroud area police force up at East Stroudsburg area.
Yep.
And you played collegiately at East Stroudsburg University. Averaged 43.5 yards per punt in 07. Preseason with the Niners. So that's 2 seasons ago. And then enrolled in the police academy in 08. And then actually you were an officer.
Yeah. It was short-lived. But that was, I mean, that's what I went to college for, is, sociology and criminal justice. And when I got out, I had the great opportunity of getting with the 49ers, which is a great organization also, and had a really good time with them. After I got released from them, I kept plugging, I kept working out, and then I just feel like, I always want to keep moving forward with whatever decisions I end up making, and that was also another dream of mine, was to become a cop, and my dream was right there in Stroud Regional. So when I was given the opportunity to be a cop, it was an easy decision at the time. To jump in with them, and I ran with it, and it was a fun time. They took care of me. It's a great police department, and the biggest decision, I guess, that was to jump back out and get into it was a lot of the guys would always joke with me, because we'd always watch football and stuff during break, and we're trying to catch some dinner and stuff, and they'd always be like, I think you're better than that guy, and you should get out there, and I think you could have made it, and it just kind of sat in my mind. Then I got a call from my trainer, Paul Assad, and he's like, I think you could get another run at this, but it's just going to take, everything you got. And so I talked with my department and everybody that I was working with there, and my family was number one, and definitely needed their support, which they always gave me, which was their support. So that made it a lot easier, and I just felt like, it would have been, 30 years down the road, I didn't want to look back and be like, you know what, I should have gave it another run and see what happened. And but if I was going to do it, I needed to give it everything I got. So
Here you are.
Yeah.
Richie?
How long ago was that when you decided I got to give this one more shot?
It was around December when I had to make it, when I was making the decision, where it was rough at home. Had to talk it over my father and mom, and just try and just come with the conclusion of the best. I mean, I was leaving a steady paycheck. I had security with that job, to go and run for something that wasn't guaranteed. But like I said, with the support of everybody saying that why not? You could always be a cop the rest of your life. That's what they always told me.
So you were waiting for a phone call until just the other day, or at anybody? Was there anything along the way? I
moved out to California, where my trainer lives, and I stayed out there with him. I moved out there like at the end of January and stayed out there and trained with him for a couple of months, and I did showcases, and that's where I actually met the Eagles the first time. Was out in Vegas at a combine, and did a good workout there, and kept training. And then I moved home. I came back home only just like 2 weeks ago, and that's when I got the call from the Eagles, and they asked me to come out and get a workout, and they were looking to need somebody. So.
Oh, go ahead, Stan.
You're in shorts at this last organized team activity, right?
Yes.
Nobody rushing you.
No.
Is that, all right. So talk us through that. How different is it when you've got guys coming at you and trying to block the punt and trying to get at you?
I think the big thing that coach is trying to do in practice, like in situation there, and Coach Dasher, he's already making an impact on me. Just my decisions on the field of they're just getting you ready. So when you're on the field, when it comes game day, it's more of an instinct. It's embedded in you after drills after drill after drill. So when it comes out there, it's all instinct. You observe and just react.
On the one hand, Sav Rocca looks like he's got huge upside. He's been up and down, though. I mean, there have been times, because he's not from this country, he took up football late, and so he seems to still be getting the game. But I would think that it's got to be a tough guy to knock off. Did you think about, well, maybe I'm just training camp fodder here? Yeah,
I mean, he's got a monster leg, and he's a great athlete, and he's a really nice guy. I got to meet him today. And I'm really kind of just looking at it and taking it day by day. I mean, that kind of stuff is out of my hands. I mean, I can only control what I can do. So I'm going out in the field every day just trying to better myself and show what I can do. And ultimately, it's going to come down to what they need and they feel. And if it's an opportunity, I would love it. And hopefully, if not, it'd be, I'm a Philadelphia Eagle, which I said I grew up loving. So, I mean, either way, it's a win-win for me to be a part of this organization. And the future is unknown, so all I can do is just take it day by day.
Richie?
How's it gone so far? It's 2 days, right? It must be exhausting in a way.
Yeah, I came out for the workout on Wednesday morning and signed that afternoon, and got to practice Tuesday morning, and just kind of haven't really, I think it's good that I haven't really had a chance to kind of settle down and let it go, because I'm just going on, on just adrenaline kind of right now. And I mean, with the big exciting news. and it's going really good. The team is really nice. I met a lot of the guys, and it's like a big brotherhood in there. And that's the one thing that's important to me is, why is everybody in this? And to see that in their locker room shows, reflects on the organization a lot to show that, they like to stay close and be together. So,
Dan?
How do you counteract the pattern that somebody who played for Georgia Tech or Georgia would have an edge over somebody who played for East Stroudsburg, even if it's just the punting position? Does that exist? The bias towards guys that played in the Southeast Conference?
I'm not sure about the bias, but definitely even just coming from a D2 school compared to that. One is probably recognition. Your name's not out there enough, so people don't know you. And a big thing in the NFL is also character. So they also want to know what they're getting out of a punter and kicker. But I was always told, if you got a big leg, you're kicking a football. You're not really going against anybody. So you get out there and you get one-on-one with somebody, and competition out there is all you can do is just hit the big ball and show that you are up there with them.
Like golf in that respect, it's about your performance, and it's not one-on-one with anybody. This is from Chris in Glassboro. They want to talk to you, Ken. All right. What was your furthest punt in practice or a game?
Furthest punt was. In a game was 78 yards. It was against Westchester in the playoffs, and that was a great punt to have in the fourth quarter, which we needed. But overall, I think it was 92 yards with the roll. Right. It probably landed like 60-something in the air, or 70, like short 70 in the air. It was practice one day, and we have this wooden wall all the way on the other side of the field. And it one-hopped over the fence, and I just remember Coach Twilliger, he was just like, "Are you kidding me?" So
you brought that tape with you down here. Have you thought about, if it doesn't work out with the Eagles, are you still in this for the long haul, or for at least the foreseeable future, or will you go back home and try your hand at the police trade again?
My big thought process behind this, and I worked it out kind of with my family also, is as long as I feel like I'm moving forward and I have progression in this business where I could be an asset to people, where I could help out and everything, I'm going to keep moving forward with it. It's a tough business. You can't look forward to just getting in in that first shot. It's a business where you have to work hard and kind of stick it through and hopefully get that opportunity.
In high school, did you play other than punter? Were you other positions? Were you always just punted, or?
I actually didn't really play in high school. I was a soccer player my whole life, and in my senior year, the punter tore his ACL, and I was like, man, I think I should run in there and give it a shot. It'd be fun. A lot of my friends was on the football team, and I went to Coach Christian, my high school coach, at the end, and after one of the days, I was like, hey, I think I could do this, and he's like, kind of looking at me funny, and he went out there. I hit a couple punts with him, and I finished like the last 5 games for them before ESU, the college I went to, was at my last game. So
I would have been like, you got that rush coming at you?
Yeah.
How about it, East Stroudsburg? Did you play a position other than punt at East Stroudsburg?
At the high school or college?
No, college level.
No, college I was just punter. Okay. I also did kick and also backed up our kicker there.
Got it. By the way, some Eagles notes you can fill us in on, I'm sure. Cornelius Ingram practices today.